Hey there, it's Dirk from Nextmv, and we just built a new feature called Switchback testing that I would like to show you. This is our Nextmv cloud here, and this is our demo account called the Nextmv Farm Share business. And that business has a number of optimization problems. One of these is a delivery problem or route optimization problem. And under experimentation, you'll see a new tab here called Switchback. So how do you create a new switchback test? You'll navigate here, click on new switchback test, you give it a name, switchback demo test 42, give it a description, and then the first thing you need to select is on what instance you want to do that. So in our case, we want to run it on the production instance, and then the candidate instance is the staging one. So that means every run that's going to a production instance will now be part of this experiment. And then we can say, all right, let's run it for, let's have 40 units, and then each unit takes 60 minutes. So that would be a full week. And let's start that experiment next Monday at 12 a.m. If I now create that in a draft mode, because I'm not going to run it today, then you'll see some metadata here when it's supposed to be starting. It's not yet started, it's draft, so you have to enable that first. And then it's really live and active. But ahead of time, you can already take a look at the experimentation plan. And since it's random, so the first 3 hours, every run will be answered with a production instance. The next hour will be staging, production, staging, staging, production, and then it'll go on like that. It's important, like I said, it's currently random, so in the limit it'll be even, so 50% roughly production, 50% staging. All right, so how does the data look like? For that, I already created a switchback demo here, and I've created a bunch of these already. And this one here was a bit different. What I did is, I also let it run for, I think 40 units, but each unit duration was just 1 minute, just for demo purposes. So we would switch every minute. So the first 6 minutes was production, and then staging, production, staging, and I sent a bunch of run requests to the production instance. And what we usually give you is, for every experiment, kind of a standard descriptive view. In this case, we'll summarize a bunch of indicators and give you summary statistics. There are some indicators that are there for every run, like a value function is usually there, the duration, number of iterations, and then we also support custom domain-specific indicators, like activated vehicles. That is a concept that's only relevant to vehicle routing problems. Now, if I click on one of these indicators, you see, okay, there's production had 11 runs, staging had 5 runs. You see some difference here, but they mostly look the same because in this case, they were roughly equal in terms of value function. And then you can do that for all kinds of indicators. For example, here you see, okay, it seems like the staging instance reduced the number of unplanned stops. And that was maybe a goal of that change. So that seems to be good. And the nice thing with switchback testing is you'll actually affect your real world system downstream. So you can also measure it outside of this experimentation system, what the effect was, without fully making the switch and generate enough data to really build an informed opinion if you want to enable this new model. And then down here, we have all the runs. And there's a little column here called plan unit index. So each run also has the unit index that was active at the time. So you can download everything as a CSV and connect that run table to your plan, and then you know exactly what run was made when, and why was made, and why there was a switch, maybe from production to staging. And then if that default view is not enough, and often you want to use some more involved statistical analysis for switchback testing, you can download that, use your favorite programming language like Python or R or Julia or whatnot, or Stata, to analyze that. And there are many ways to do that, more simple ones, more involved ones, and like I said, there will link a number of blog posts in the description below, so I'll definitely check them out. Yeah, that was it essentially. So that's switchback testing in its first iteration. If you have any questions, let us know. We're always happy to talk to you, and see you next time.